Sources and methods, the crown jewels of the intelligence community. Shorthand for how do we know what's real? Who told us? If you have those answers, you're on the inside, and NPR wants to bring you there. From the Pentagon to the State Department to spy agencies, listen to understand what's really happening and what it means for you. Sources and Methods, the new national security podcast from NPR.
This is WCBU's Out and About. I'm Dr. May Gilliland of Arts Partners of Central Illinois, and today I'm joined by artist Barbie Perry, one of over 150 artists participating in the 6th edition of Terrain Biennial, an international grassroots public art festival running now through November 30th. Organized by Terrain Exhibitions, this year's biennial centers around the theme of DIY, celebrating resourceful, hands-on creativity in everyday spaces around the world. Barbie, welcome to Out and About.
Thank you so much. Glad to be here.
For those who are new to it, can you introduce us to Terrain Biennial and what makes it so unique in the world of public art?
So Terrain is unusual in that it's a grassroots organization based out of Oak Park, Illinois, by an artist who wanted to create an opportunity for more of contemporary art to be available to neighborhoods and public spaces. And she had started that in Chicagoland, and it's grown now to it's a worldwide public art event.
Wow.
If accepted, you get to create work for the world.
Well, this year's theme is all about DIY. And I know that you created a piece together with artist Liu Yang called Hope Portal. Tell us about this piece and how that theme influenced it.
So working with Liu was a wonderful surprise. She works with photograms, very specialized fluid process where she uses photographic materials either in the darkroom or out in the sunshine, and she also works with natural materials from her yard, like flowers or other bits of ephemera that she finds that are interesting and would make a nice addition to a composition. So I like to work with natural materials as well, so this wasn't my first time in pulling stuff out of our backyard. And we've used honeysuckle trees, branches, and really created a scenery for the portal, which Liu created with a photogram process, which is 4 feet wide and absolutely stunning to offer hope and an entry point into hope for our community.
Well, and you've talked about how Terrain Biennial activates lawns, porches, rooftops, all kinds of things, and you've installed Hope Portal in a residential neighborhood. How does that change how people encounter and interact with your work?
It's been interesting having people walk by or seeing it change as cars go by and they slow down. I enjoyed the experimental part of that. And it also gave us an opportunity, my husband and I, to meet different people in our neighborhood.
Sure.
And I think that's part of the whole terrain idea. Ultimately, I'm hopeful that it engages people to be like, wow, that's really cool.
There are other artists, both locally and, as you mentioned, across the world who are participating. How does it feel to be part of something with a global reach and yet is so grounded in, our local community?
It actually feels wonderful. As many of us are experiencing, this last year has been a little challenging just in terms of not understanding what is going on in the world, a lot of different dynamics. And this has really allowed me to be more grounded in terms of focusing on hope. How do we get to hopefulness? And because hope does take an individual of making a conscious choice to enter. You have to step towards it.
And how can we find the locations for the artwork?
Please go to terrainexhibitions.org.
That was artist Barbie Perry discussing her collaboration with Liu Yang for the Terrain Biennial 2025. Barbie, thank you so much for joining me in the studio today.
Thanks again for celebrating with us.
You've been listening to Out and About, a production of WCBU and Arts Partners of Central Illinois designed to connect you with the arts community. Our producer is John Norton. Find this episode at WCBU.org and subscribe to the Out and About podcast wherever you download.
Support for arts and culture coverage on WCBU comes from PNC Financial Services. PNC is committed to supporting local art and culture events in the communities they serve.